Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome back to World of Tanks. Today I have a little bit special episode for you because I am going to combine World of Tanks past episode with the World of Tanks news episode. You are going to see one tank that is not in the game anymore, a Lorraine 40t as a tier 9 French medium tank, autoloader medium tank, and I am going to talk about something new. Lorraine 40t is actually coming back to the game, at least Wargaming is thinking about that, as a tier 8 premium medium tank. So today you're going to see one gameplay on the background that is played by Lorraine 40t. And by the way, this gameplay on the background was actually one of the highest games ever uploaded to autoloading.com. Number one place was with 9,700 damage, but this is pretty close. I believe it was at 4th place ever uploaded to watchreplays.com. Some of you may have even higher games, but as I said, this was from watchreplays.com. So pretty special battle, and fun fact about my account, my highest experience game to date is played with Lorraine 40t. I do not remember how much damage I did, but I remember I was able to get 8 kills and 2,660 experience, if I'm not mistaken. And the reason why I do not remember how much damage I did is because I didn't save the replay, and when I was able to get that game, we didn't have damage counter in the game. All we were able to see from the scoreboard was how many hits or how many shots you fired, how many hits, how many kills you got, experience, repairs and credits, and epic medals as well. So that was all we were able to see from the end plate. I believe a lot of you guys still remember those days. It was like, I don't know, at least 4 years ago. Yeah, has to be more than 4 years ago when I was able to get my crazy score with Lorraine 40t. But anyways, enough about me, let's talk about Lorraine 40t as tier 8 French premium medium tank. And by the way guys, just keep in mind, everything you're going to hear or you're going to see is most likely going to change, at least a little bit, because this tank at the moment is only available for super testers. So everything you're going to see, keep in mind, might change. But seems like guys, Wargaming is continuing its trend that is releasing really good tier 8 premium tanks in the game. This tank is pretty much going to be fast AMX 5100. That is going to make you a lot more credits. And why I say AMX 5100 is because it is going to receive exactly the same gun. So yes, Lorraine 40t is going to be our second medium to high tier autoloader premium tanks in the game. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we only have one high tier autoloader or medium to high tier autoloader premium tank in the game. That STRV 42 something tier 6 Swedish medium tank. We have some lower tier autoloaders as well, some pew guns like that Panzer 1C or whatever that was super OP, impenetrable pretty much. But Lorraine 40t is going to be our first tier 8 premium autoloader in the game, and pretty crazy gun. Exactly the same DPM as AMX 5100 at the moment, but Lorraine 40t is going to be a lot faster, a lot more mobile. Average damage 300, penetration 232. Hopefully they're going to nerf penetration. 232 millimeters of penetration, tier 8 autoloader, so I can already hear and see hashtag power creep behind Lorraine's name. This time not because of the armor, because this tank doesn't have any armor whatsoever, but because of the damage potential for tier 8 premium tank. Reload time, clip reload time is going to be 47.95 seconds, exactly the same as with AMX 5100 at the moment. Clip size is going to be 6, reload time between each shot 2.73 seconds, which is the same as on Badget 25T at the moment, if I'm not mistaken. Dispersion at 100 meters is going to be 0.36, and actually moving tank traverse and turret traverse dispersion is going to be better than on AMX 5100. 0.20, 0.20, and on turret traverse 0.10. Later I'm going to compare this tank side by side to the AMX 5100, so you see exactly what I'm talking about. So this tank gets 100mm boomstick with 48 rounds. Mobility, top speed 60, really good. Reverse speed 23, decent. Power 850 horsepower. Engine, which is okay, because power to weight ratio is going to be 21.40, which is not really good, but good. This is good power to weight ratio. Tank traverse speed is going to be 34 degrees per second. Terrain resistances 0.86 on hard, 0.96 on medium, and 1.73 on soft terrain. Gun elevation 15 degrees, gun depression -8 degrees, not the best, not the worst, which is actually good. So -8 degrees of gun depression. Turret's traverse speed is going to be 37.54 degrees per second. So whenever you're going to be tracked, it is not that easy to circle you to death, thanks to that turret's traverse speed. As I said, no armor whatsoever. Hull armor 40, 30, and 25, so everything that is going to see you is going to penetrate you. Turret armor 45, 30, and 20, exactly the same thing. Whatever is going to hit you, unless you're going to be really lucky, is going to penetrate you. And finally, this tank is going to get 1300 HP, which is not too bad for a tier 8 premium autoloader. View range 380 meters. So guys, this was Lorraine 40t as tier 8 French premium medium tank at the moment. Keep in mind guys, this tank is still at super test stage, so not even in public test. Everything you just saw and you heard might change. Most likely it is going to change, but I do not know how. Most likely mobility is going to change, but I really hope they're going to do something with the gun. But we'll see. Anyways, as I said, I'm going to compare this tank to the AMX 5100. You can see DPM exactly the same. Everything under firepower is actually exactly the same. But AMX 5100 gets to carry 12 extra shots. Now weapon handling is interesting because AMX gets better aim time and better accuracy. 2.88 second aim time and 0.35 accuracy or dispersion. But all the soft stats like dispersion on the move, tank traverse and turret traverse are worse than on Lorraine 40t. Same goes to the gun elevation and gun depression, because AMX 5100 gets only -6 degrees of gun depression. And as AMX 50 is heavy tank, all the mobility stats are worse as well. Power to weight ratio 17.13 for example, top speed 51, reverse speed 20, and so on. And all the terrain resistances are a lot worse as well. But hull armor, well, okay, as I said, Lorraine doesn't have any armor. AMX 5100 has actually some armor, 90, 35 and 30, so 90 in the front, not too bad when angled. You might be lucky and bounce something, but yeah, so this was Lorraine 40t versus AMX 5100, but definitely we are going to have some interesting times ahead of us. I still remember when Wargaming announced that they're going to replace Lorraine 40t with Badget 25t AP, that is tier 9 French medium tank at the moment, one of the medium tanks actually. A lot of you guys were pretty sad, even though Lorraine 40t was one of the least played tier 9 medium tanks in the game, but as with every single tank in the game, it had its own fan base, and Lorraine 40t is going to be back in the game. Well, at least seems like it, but when, I do not know that. I believe even Wargaming doesn't know that, when they are thinking about releasing this tank, so please guys, do not ask me when Lorraine 40t is going to be in the game as tier 8 premium tank. I do not know that, and I haven't seen any super testers playing with this tank on the test server, even though in the 9.17 patch notes there was one line where Wargaming said that they added Lorraine 40t for super test players to test out. So maybe you have seen this beast on the battlefield already, I don't know. But anyways guys, this was Lorraine 40t as tier 8 premium medium tank. I don't know what to say. Seems like we're going to receive a lot faster AMX 5100 that doesn't have any armor, but that's going to make you a lot more credits and experience with less ammunition. So yeah, let me know what you think about this vehicle and let me know what you would like to see being different on this vehicle, if there is anything that needs to be buffed or nerfed. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, hybrid episode, World of Tanks past and World of Tanks news combined episode. I catch you next time, stay awesome, take care and bye.